In today's news, activists have called for prostitution to be legalized in Thailand following the police crackdown of OnlyFans. Meanwhile, the Thai Supreme Court rules to reunite a stolen elephant with its proper owner after 18 years of court battle, and a local villager in Phuket discovers a rare substance that could make him richer by 30 million baht. Good headlines today, so stay tuned for more details. You're watching Thailand News Today, bringing you the top stories in Thailand and beyond. My name is Jett and welcome to the Thaiger channel. Now, in our first story, following the arrest of a OnlyFans content creator on pornography charges, there have been renewed calls in Thailand for sex work to be legalized. A woman known as Kainao, who is a content creator for the subscription platform, and her boyfriend were arrested for filming sexual acts and posting it on OnlyFans. The site allows people to pay a fee to subscribe to view photos and videos. It's widely known for sexually explicit content. It's unclear why Thai police have cracked down on Kainao in particular, as posting sexually explicit content on OnlyFans is very common in Thailand among both Thais and foreigners. Since the arrest, which has been widely covered in Thai media, many activists have called for a change to Thailand's draconian laws against sex work and pornography. The director of the Women and Men Progressive Movement Foundation says sex work should be legalized in Thailand and properly taxed, adding that arresting people on prostitution and pornography charges is not a solution, as sex is natural and cannot be suppressed. He says it's important to protect sex workers from harassment, threats, and exploitation. The foundation's director also claimed that Thailand society is male-dominated and fails to offer adequate and diverse job opportunities for women. The director of the Service Workers in Group Foundation, or brilliantly abbreviated to SWING, also said sex work should be decriminalized, adding that arresting pornography content creators won't solve the problem. She says it's a lack of income that is driving them to get into the sex industry. A sex worker and member of the Empower Foundation added that activists have tried for 20 years to abolish the country's Prostitution Suppression Act. She told reporters that with the law prohibiting prostitution, many sex workers must pay bribes to authorities to continue their work. Well, there is one reason why it's prohibited. The luxury resort in Phuket, accused of land encroachment, will now be investigated by the National Anti-Corruption Commission, the Department of Land, and the Anti-Money Laundering Office. Thailand's Department of Special Investigations looked into the Sipanwa project in Phuket and said that the resort illegally acquired land rights documents. According to a report, the DSI found that Sipanwa land may have been acquired through the illegal issuance of land rights documents. That information will be sent to the NACC and Department of Land to review. Land the project used for a swimming pool and pathway to Panwa Beach does not have land documents and is a protected forest under Thailand's National Reserved Forest Act. The statement from the DSI says that the use of the protected land is considered to be a money laundering offense, and the information has been passed on to the Anti-Money Laundering Office for review. Last year, the Phuket Land Office reviewed the land title deeds and issued a statement to say the hotel does not occupy state land. The five-star resort had earlier caught the attention of those on social media when the owner publicly criticized a pro-democracy activist on Instagram, saying the activist should be jailed for statements against the Thai monarchy. Those who support the protest movement called for a boycott of his property and left several negative comments on various review sites. TripAdvisor even temporarily suspended the hotel's account due to the online attack. In light of recent heavy flooding that has swamped Thailand, including in Chaiyaphum province, where a hospital was forced to evacuate 40 patients, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has conceded that the government is at a loss on how to solve the country's annual flood problems. Prayut did say compensation for flood victims will be on the way shortly. That's because over 3,000 houses across 23 villages in Chaiyaphum have been affected by what is considered the most severe flooding in a century. Prayut's comments come from a visit he paid yesterday to flood victims in the Sukhothai's Si Samrong district, located in the north of Thailand. The district is one of the hardest hit areas by the tropical storm Dianmu. A source says that the Prime Minister and the Interior Minister surveyed the devastation from the flooding and discussed what relief measures should take place for the victims. While visiting those affected by the situation, Prayut distributed relief bags that contained essential items to flood victims at Ban Klong Chat and at Wat Don Chan. A local villager in Phuket was on a jog on Thursday morning when he stumbled on a substance that he believes may be worth up to 30 million baht. That's whale vomit or whale poop, depending on who you ask. The substance that is created in a sperm whale's intestines is known as ambergris or floating gold. The reason why coming across the waxy yellow rock-like substance is like striking gold is that it is used in luxury perfumes as an additive to help the scents last longer. 1 kilogram can fetch up to $50,000, and people complain that Bitcoin is expensive. The 66-year-old Mai Khao resident says he was jogging on the beach in front of the Mai Khao Dream Resort and Spa when he came across a large waxy lump. He said oily and honey-like material stuck to his finger. It reminded him of the golden yellow ambergris head seen on a TV news show. It weighs around 19.5 kilograms and is estimated to be valued at around 32.6 million baht. The substance is now being inspected by the Phuket Marine Biological Center to determine if it is indeed the legendary whale poop. An elephant that was stolen 18 years ago was just reunited with her original owner after a Supreme Court ruling. The now 72-year-old elephant was stolen from its Surin home in January of 2003 before being sold off to an elephant kraal, which is an enclosure that collects wild elephants to tame them. The thief had fetched 1.4 million baht for the sale of the elephant, while the frustrated original owner gathered documents in order to prove that the elephant, named Pang Yo, belonged to him. The person who ultimately purchased the elephant in Phuket reportedly refused to return the animal even after the proof of ownership was presented. A multi-year battle through the legal system ensued before the Supreme Court ruled on Wednesday in favor of the original owner. They declared that the elephant that has spent 18 years in captivity be returned to the original owner. The owner expressed joy to rescue the elephant from being used for any sort of labor or tourist rides, saying she is now an old lady and needs to take it easy. The elephant was loaded up onto a truck after the owner won the Supreme Court case on Wednesday and sent across the country on the long journey from Phuket to Surin. Upon arriving at her original home, she was transferred to an elephant study center at Rajamankala University of Technology's Surin campus. Well, we've been doing good so far with the news stories today, but here we go again. Dozens of people were arrested in 2 party busts over the weekend in Bangkok and Rayong. In Bangkok, police raided a birthday party at the Galaxy Resort Hotel around 1:30 a.m. Saturday and arrested 59 people on charges of illegal gathering and possession of illicit drugs. When police arrived at the hotel, they could hear loud music coming from one of the rooms. They raided the room and caught the 59 people drinking alcohol inside. Officers searched the location and found 8.5 grams of ketamine as well as 61 ecstasy pills. In Rayong, 39 people were arrested at a pool villa on charges of illegal gathering and possession of illicit drugs as well. Reports say the party was a celebration of getting out of quarantine. The irony: police allegedly found 57 ecstasy tablets and 51.5 grams of ketamine at the scene. Police say alcohol was also present at the scene, which was also illegal as the group was underage. If you made it this far to the end, I assume you must have enjoyed the show, so I recommend checking out these videos that just popped up for more Thaiger content. Meanwhile, Thailand News Today with me will be back tomorrow, so I'll see you then.